Little Shaq, Chapter 3, Layups and Turnips. A few weeks later, Little Shaq and Barry changed into their jerseys at the rec center. They had been working together on Barry's layup every Saturday afternoon once they had finished gardening. Barry's shot was getting really good. "Okay, Barry, are you ready to do what we practiced?" Little Shaq asked his cousin. "I think so," Barry replied. "Great," said Little Shaq. "Let's show everyone our new moves." Coach Makins blew his whistle. Little Shaq lined up at the center courts across from Walter. Coach Mackin tossed the ball into the air. Walter and Little Shaq jumped. Little Shaq reached his hand up high and knocked the ball toward his teammates. Barry got to it first. He dribbled the ball right, dodging the defense. He dribbled the ball left, dodging another. Barry moved towards the basket, taking 3 quick steps. He leaped, shooting the ball. The ball bounced off the backboard, swished through the net. It was a perfect layup. "I did it," Barry shouted. Little Shaq slapped his hands high five. "Way to go, Barry," rose a cheer from the stands. Little Shaq knew it was going to be a great game. Barry scored 2 more baskets. He was the MVP of the day. After the last whistle blew, Little Shaq and Barry headed outside to wait for Nana Ruth. Rosa was waiting for them at the curb. "Great game, Barry. Great game, Little Shaq," she said. "Thanks," Barry and Little Shaq said together. "Are you excited to buy your new video game tonight?" Rosa asked. Little Shaq and Barry finally saved up enough to replace the broken game. Dad was taking them to the store after dinner. Barry pulled out the envelope of money. "We've earned so much, we can even buy 2 games," Barry said. Little Shaq turned and walked along the curb, knocking the dirt by the rec center's dried-up garden. It looked so sad. Then Little Shaq had an idea. "Hey, Barry," he said, pointing to the garden. "Do you think we're good enough to fix up this one?" Barry thought for a moment. It would need a lot of water, but hey, we're experts," he said, "and we have enough money to buy all the supplies." The next weekend, Barry and Little Shaq loaded the red wagon with bags of soil and tools. They grabbed their watering cans and wheeled it all the way to the rec center. Malia and Rosa were already in the garden pulling out the weeds. Nana Ruth and Mr. Whitman arrived with pots of bright flowers for planting. Mr. Rodriguez and Miss Penny set up the vegetable patch. Dad grilled burgers by the picnic tables. Mom helped Tater pour glasses of fresh lemonade and sat out bowls of fruit, chips, and Mr. Rodriguez's famous spicy salsa. It was a real garden party. "Wow, this is looking great," said Coach Makins. "How can I help?" "First, we need to add the new soil," said Little Shaq. "Maybe you can do that." "Then we have to dig some holes," Barry went on. "I want to do that," said Tater. "Next, we'll plant the seeds," said Little Shaq. "That's my job," said Rosa. "We can plant tomatoes now and different vegetables each season." "And pack them in tight," said Barry. "I'm on it," said Malia. "You both sure know a lot about gardening," said Coach Meekins. "There's one more step," said Little Shaq. "And we have to water everything," said Barry. "But that's our job," said Little Shaq. "We are really good at watering." He turned to Barry. "Watering and layups."